As we know, abstract is about the central idea of your work. Introduction is about the problem definition and rationality of the work. Methods, materials and methods are about the way to solve the problem. Results, about findings of the experiments. Discussion, about analytical study of obtained results. Conclusion is about concluding remark on outcome. Acknowledgement, we mentioned the support received. References is for giving sources of study. And the infographics include the tables and figures which are given for supporting the results. So dear learners, in introduction, try to answer what is the problem and what is your hypothesis. Give background or origin of idea in the introduction section. While writing the introduction, remember that you are not narrating a story, and neither is the introduction a review of the subject. It should be mentioned clearly what do you want to do and why you did it. Start with brief background and brief literature review. Introduce the topic. Identify research gap. Define problem. Present rationality and novelty. And then present your way out, means what you did in the study. Problem definition is logically, sequentially, systematically introducing your problem. Give your hypothesis. Spell out the question or hypothesis that your research aimed to settle. Give the novelty and rationality of your work. Explain why the research was undertaken. Were there gaps in the existing knowledge, or was any existing data conflicting in its conclusions, and therefore the present study came into existence. Give proper citations. Focus on pinpointing to give the proper citations to latest and important previous studies. Don't use old references until they are indispensable or they are must to discuss. Do not miss the current and most important related study, especially of the most cited researcher of the field. And in the last para of the introduction, you must address your hypothesis leading to aim and objectives and methods of the present work. The length of the introduction should be about 2 pages, and in most of the cases it is 1.5 pages. Let me give you some tips. Be concise, develop the cohesion and coherence, follow the logical transition, and remember, the reader is expert. Write for him, not for a layman. In sciences and life sciences and in engineering, writing the introduction is well versed. But in arts, humanities and other subjects, in social sciences, writing introduction depends completely on the field, specific subject being dealt. What you have to do specifically, if you are targeting introduction of any type for any type of study, at least refer 10 to 20 research articles of related field and then try writing the introduction. Remember, there might be some figures which may need to be introduced into the introduction, so you can also add a figure which is unavoidable to put into the introduction. So, in this module, we learn planning the title page, writing the abstract, keywords, and effective introduction with the help of cohesion and coherence. Never forget this aspect, and your idea must be translated into the brain of the reader. We will be addressing other aspects, material methods onward in the next module.